Hello everyone, this is Andy. Welcome to my channel. This video is about how to add the second SSD to my Samsung Galaxy Book ION2 notebook computer. This Samsung Galaxy Book ION2 I purchased in April 2021. I choose this notebook because it has 16GB of RAM built in, one piece of 1T SSD on the slot 0, and it has one extra RAM slot and one extra SSD slot for expansion. Other brands or models rarely have such expandability. One of the reasons I purchased it is the great expandability. Now open the disk management. Let's check the disk inventory and the status. From the disk management, we see disk 0 is the SSD. This one is the 128GB SD card. To avoid confusion, I suggest detach an external SSD, HDD, and memory card or memory card reader. So I unmount the SD card from the computer. This computer uses the SD card tray like any mobile phone. I need to use the pin to detach it. Now you see, from the disk management, only leaving the disk 0 SSD. Let's open the bottom cover. The first 4 screws are covered under the rubber feet. Remove all rubber feet and screws and then open the cover. I had successful experience in upgrading RAM and SSD for my LG Gram 15 notebook computer. Samsung allows customers to upgrade and add SSD, RAM for such specific model. During my trip to Japan a week ago, I took quite a lot of photos and videos. And these video files up to several hundred gigabytes. And I found my system short of storage spaces. It takes rather long time to copy files across HDD, memory cards, etc. It is a slow process anyway. It is better to upgrade storage for my computer by adding an extra SSD internally. I'm not a professional technician, not using the professional tools. The cracking sound is so relieving, but threatening at the same time. It needs a little bit force to pull the cover out. Actually, it is quite easy. Just manage to remove 4 screws to open the cover. Now introduce the inside. Ventilating ducts, 1 extra RAM slot, accepts 3200 MHz DDR4 RAM. There are 2 cooling fans. This base model comes with 16GB of RAM on board and one 1T SSD on slot 0. Here's the one big battery of 4350 mAh. Good for using 14 hours a day. Samsung rocks. Here are the 2 SSD slots. Slot number 1 on the right is spare. I never see any YouTuber open Samsung Galaxy Book ION2 for upgrade. And maybe I'm the first one. The disk 0 on slot 0 should use generation 4 SSD. This one on slot number 1 should use generation 3 SSD. As I open up the computer, let's do some housekeeping anyway. Otherwise the fans kick off frequently. It makes it very noisy and also poor heat radiation. Let's see what I have purchased. I purchased Samsung 970 FO Plus 2T SSD. This is an NVMe M.2 2280 standard. That is 22mm by 18mm. It is a Generation 3 SSD, so we don't expect it runs very fast. But for me, it's just for storage purpose, so that's fine. Just slide it into the slot and screw it and make it tight. I have considered RAM upgrade before, but my experience is power consuming and shorten the battery life. So it is not recommended unless you have a very strong reason. In the old days, when I purchased a notebook computer, I will try to full gear up them. I will do the memory upgrade as soon as possible. Maximize the RAM capacity, maximize the storage space. However, after some time, first, I found it is heavier than the original weight. Second, the battery life runs shorter than I expected because extra RAM module and hard disk draws a lot of power. That really shortened the battery life. So look at the M2 standard. There is a notch on the golden finger, only one. So this time, I just want to have more storage space, so I just upgrade the SSD. Again, clean it up and put it back. I don't intend to add extra RAM module here, unless one day I find my editing work needs a lot of memory, and then I will consider to add one more RAM module. Otherwise, at this moment, I won't add any RAM module here. Restart computer. It takes a few seconds more than before upgrade. It becomes normal later. Open the disk management again. Initialize disk 1. Default we use GPT. Next, set up disk 1. It is about 1863 GB. That is about 2 TB. Create new simple volume by right-click the disk 1. Create simple volume. We use the default volume size. Next, assign D drive by default. Now we will format disk 1. Default use NTFS. Next, formatting and volume creation successful. The 2T SSD for the D drive is now usable. Upgrade by adding SSD is successful. Yay! The extra thing I did here is the disk 1 benchmark speed test. You can see the read speed and the write speed are not that exceptionally high. It's just a normal speed at the modern standard. Here's my conclusion. Upgrade earlier for early enjoyment. Save more time on content editing rather than moving files between HDD and card readers or cards. Don't be fooled to use the external hard disk drive to consolidate all images and video files first, and then copy it into your computer. It is too slow. Again, I would suggest buy a big SSD into your computer and then consolidate all your files into your computer on the SSD first. And this action will save you a lot of time and save a lot of effort. Time is precious. You can spend more time on content creation or content editing. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that this video can help you in upgrading your Galaxy Book ION2. If you like my video, please subscribe, share to your friends, comment to this video, and like my video. Your positive feedback is very important to me. Thank you very much. See you next time in other videos. Bye bye.